Hi, my name is Robert Garza. I work in a call center at the Federal Reserve Bank. I'm going to school for graphic design, and I have grown up with an alcoholic father. My strongest memory of growing up with my addicted parent is when I was younger. My father and his wife came home late night and had a bit of conflict or an altercation. And there was a lot of events that transpired that night, um, including a lot of arguing and fighting and throwing out stuff and lots of painful stuff that happened that night. And that's the strongest memory I have. When my dad was sober, he's a good guy. He's a very hardworking man. He's very loving. He's kind of a smartass, or smart aleck, if this is going to be censored out. Um, he was a good dad, but when he was drunk, he was unpredictable. Sometimes he was really nice and really caring and really easygoing. Sometimes he was really distraught and aggressive and violent. And so having that inconsistent behavior with a father kind of made it hard to read when he wasn't sober. Well, my brothers weren't around when I was growing up with my dad, so when my dad did his thing, it was usually in front of my friends, closest friends that would basically I would call my brothers. The effects that would have on them, I can understand. It's unsettling. It's kind of scary if certain actions were taken. Um, More or less, they just saw me a different way, knowing that my dad could be like that, knowing that I had to deal with that when I did. My friends, if ever they saw him drinking, they probably never noticed that he had an addiction until he got really drunk. Um, Family members, if they were close enough to him, they knew. My mom absolutely knew that he was an alcoholic, and any uh, girlfriend or wife my dad had since her knew. And so basically, anybody that felt that he had an addiction kind of just wanted me to stay away from him or just wanted to stay away from him themselves unless they either dealt with him that way or they didn't seem to mind. The advice I got from my mom is to never ever drink because drinking shows a side of you that people don't normally see, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Um, she never drank after I got older, so that's kind of where that is. My dad never really gave me any advice about drinking. He always seemed to encourage my drinking or some form of alcoholic intake. He always offers me a beer when I go to his house, or he never minds if I'm going to a party to go drink or anything like that. I personally have struggled with a lot of sort of weird addictions like gaming or watching different kinds of anime or whatever. But most say impacting is my smoking addiction that I've been alerted by many friends to not do or to not be a part of. And so when I dealt with that addiction, it was to stop it because my friends were concerned about me. I am not an alcoholic because I've seen what it does to people. I've seen how it hurts families and friends. Um, I always maintain a level of control whenever I drink. So, and I always have a buffer. I always have somebody with me. I never drink alone. I never get plastered alone in some park somewhere. If I did ever resort to drinking for any reason, it was for a mood reason. It was because I was having fun or if I was trying to relieve some stress. So the key factor in that is to find alternative ways to deal with negative emotions that would cause you to drink. So that's what I do. My advice to children growing up in an alcoholic home is, well, one, get help for any alcoholic parent. If they have a problem, they have a reason to not acknowledge that problem or fix it. And so there's always a little help that they need. On top of yourself, dealing with that growing up, you come across a lot of issues emotionally and mentally. And so you need support from your family or friends. So always get some kind of help. And there's not always going to be someone there to help you out every second of the day. So to maintain your sanity, find an outlet. Um, Not to escape, but find something that helps you cope with having to deal with that. I used to do a lot of drawing when I was a kid. I used to play with toys. I used to run around, do all sorts of stuff. Nothing illegal. Don't do illegal stuff. That's bad. Um, Make music, read books, do something positive and um, constructive for yourself because you will need that. You'll need something to help you get through the days when it seems like there's nothing else you can do.